What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know we haven't done one in a good few months. Now we will be doing episode 2 of What If European Civilization Restarted. I don't know why I'm talking like this today, but oh well. Now, unfortunately, I did lose quite a lot of the map and the progress from the last video. So we will be starting at 9:36. Anyways, we will be starting off with the red team and adding some capitals. So the red team's capital is going to be in Athens, while the orange team's capital is going to be in Crimea, while the cyan team's capital is going to be right in the center. I don't really know where that is, but you get it. I don't know what city that is. Now, obviously the pink team's capital will be in Rome. I mean, I think that's quite obvious. It's been in Rome for quite a while. Now, with capitals, we will also be adding alliances. So we have the Star Alliance with the pink team and the red team. And then with that, we also have the Circle Alliance, I think it is. The Circle Alliance with the orange and the blue team. Now, the orange and the blue team, they kind of hate the pink and the red team due to how they gained independence from them and also how they basically ruined their country in the past. So that's why we hate them. So they're going to be teaming up against the pink and the red team, and we will be having a lot of chaos in this video, lol. So the red team will be starting off with an invasion. If I can find where. You know what, in the orange team, as they want to stop the orange and the cyan team from connecting so that they have more of a chance to, defeat the cyan team and the orange team without any help from each other. Now, the red team's kind of blocked off by the orange team's troops, but as the orange team's troops are currently occupied or busy in the other area, it allows the red team to defeat the southeastern area, southwestern area quite easily. I don't know what's going on with my speech today, I don't know. And the red team also goes up through the Middle East into modern day Russian land, as they also enter the Ukrainian land. The orange team is basically a weaker version of Ukraine. Now, the red team's goal is also to cut off the orange team. I already said that, but the blue team's gonna stop this from happening, as they already see this and they were prepared, as they are basically looking like an Afghanistan as they spread out into or above the orange team too, just to protect them, and they also spread out into some of the newly explored land. So that's cool, I guess. Next, we will be having the red team. The red team will continue to invade, and they basically turn into like Lesotho, but the cyan team stops this from happening as they unite with the orange team to save them from, dying out and being invaded from the red team. Now, this gives the cyan team quite a boost with Crimea and all of that type of stuff, as they now have most of the important cities. This gives them a boost, a good enough boost to push out the red team troops and get a good enough empire. They also pushed the red team out of Russian land, as well as some of the more northern Ukrainian land. And with this, we also see the cyan team invading the pink team. The pink team doesn't like this, so the pink team pushes back, and this isn't going to go too well for the cyan team in the start. as the pink team manages to get quite close to the capital of the cyan team. As you can see in the top right corner, they are super close. Now the pink team's capital is quite safe and hidden, so this gives the pink team quite an advantage, but this still won't stop the cyan team from trying. Now the pink team also does go up into some of the newly explored land too, just like the cyan team did earlier, and with this comes the cyan team creating a new capital. They moved their capital over to Crimea to be a little bit more safe, but that's going to be where some bad news happens. Now we will be having our peace treaty. Now in this peace treaty we got a new country, the yellow team in the north right, as well as the red team does get some of that Russian land, so that's good for them, I guess. And the cyan team, we already spoke about this, but they moved their capital to Crimea, as it did seem quite safe, but it's not anymore as the red team surrounding them. Also, the red team does get a good enough navy. Well, boats have only just been invented. Some sink, that's why the progress to capture Cyprus paused, but now they're back up. Now we're going to try and capture Crete after a few years, and with this they managed to finally, after years, they get Crete, the island of Crete, and they do some more exploration into the Mediterranean. As you can see, they do get quite close towards the they do see some land, and that's the African and Iberia Peninsula, and they do notice all of this Atlantic, like this land, that that's closer to the Atlantic, but at the moment they aren't powerful enough to get there yet. Now the cyan team, before this new power, they do some more exploration as they head up into the new explored land, new land that they could explore. I don't really know, but you get it. And so does the yellow team, just to annoy the blue team to try and beat them there. But the cyan team did beat them to the Baltic Sea, so that's good for the cyan team, I guess. These borders are starting to look a little bit crazy, but the pink team does do some more exploration, and with this exploration, this does cause a few civil wars, as the people do not like this, and there's a few rebellions and stuff, and this is quite a large rebellion, as a quarter of their people are rebelling against the country in the Spanish land, so it's not really good for the pink team, as this can really make them fall, like have a huge fall. You know what I mean, I think, like where they die out. I forgot what it's called, unless maybe it is just die, I don't know. Now the lilac team, I don't really know what colour this is. They do get a hold of quite a lot of their land, but unfortunately, because they're such a new country, their navy, they don't really have a navy, so they can't reach out to the islands. Now, the pink team also doesn't have a navy with that, a big navy, as boats were only just discovered. It's mainly just the red team at the moment, and that leads to the lilac team managing to get this much land, as they cannot connect to any of the other land. Now this is quite bad for the pink team, as you can see, they're getting quite small now, and with this comes a ton of new enemies, as well as another civil war and more rebellions happening in the east by Bosnia. And at first it's small, but it gets quite fast and big, as this is also like 1/8 of their population, and this is starting to get quite large, like a really large civil war. Now with this, the red team notices this, and they backstab their ally, and they do take some of this pink team land with their new navy. We need to stop talking about navy, but the cyan team also sees this, and they get involved, and the yellow team isn't gonna really like this too much, as they can't get involved, but this is really what happens, and we it's not really going to stop until the pink team says, fine, you know, you can take that land, but the pink team haven't done that yet. So the cyan team has now taken their capital, and they have now fallen. So it's time for another peace treaty. Now, this was the biggest war yet, as well as this is going to be the biggest peace treaty yet. So I'm excited to see how the peace treaty goes, and this is just going to be so crazy, I won't lie. So we'll be seeing the dark purple team getting all of this eastern land, as well as the Bosnian land that they really want. I don't know why they want Bosnia so much, but they do. For all the landmines, I think that's what's in Bosnia. Now, the cyan team also takes quite a lot of the northern land, as you know, we can't really get past it, the pink team. And this also leads the lilac team, I don't know, the purple grey team to not want to miss out on all of this land, so they also get involved in the peace treaty. As they go quite far down, they've also now found a navy, so they managed to capture the islands, and this is what these three countries want, and the red team manages to get all of this southern land. Now, the pink team is basically a prison now, so they can't really do much. They're quite weak. They also don't have an alliance now because, well, their ally has now backstabbed them. So this is quite bad for the pink team, and you know, they've been there since the start and now they're falling, so this is just crazy. I could have made another new country out of a peace treaty, but who cares about that? Now, we do have I'm trying to think what I was going to talk about. Now, we do have alliances. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We have the Circle Alliance with the Cyan team, the Dark and the Purple teams. And then we have the Star Alliance with the Cyan and the Red team. And then the Triangle Alliance with the Pink and the Yellow team, as obviously they don't like how we didn't get much out of this. The Pink team lost land and the Yellow team didn't gain any, so they are going against this. That's why they're allied. And we could see some more of them, or we could see them basically die out in the future. And this is going to be quite sad for them, but that's what's gonna happen, I guess. So, what should we do with this now? We could, you know what? Yeah, the Cyan team is gonna start exploring with a new power and they're gonna get, you know, quite closer to the Arctic. Their new mission is to get to the top of the world, basically. Well, the new purple team, lilac team, I don't know what it's called, they head south and as well as west to take this, to start exploring, as they're also quite a powerful country now. And finally, after years of exploring, they finally make it into more of the Atlantic Ocean. And this is a huge success for them, as they could be the first country to make it to the Americas, but unfortunately, you will not see this in this season, I don't know, as this is only for Europe. Anyways, that's it for this video. Make sure to come back for episode 3, and thanks for watching. Who knows, the world could be destroyed or finished.